Welcome to another episode of Super Platinum Achievement. I'm Austin.
And I am Mitch.
And today we decided to do something a little different and do some video game trivia and try to quiz each other. We got some questions that maybe I kind of leaned a little more towards Mitch. Maybe he'll get them, but some are tougher.
Well, you don't think I could get other questions?
No, that's not what I meant. Like, I haven't
tried to go easy on him.
No, it's a couple Nintendo questions,
okay.
But I made them sure they're tough. So
okay,
so you better bring your A game.
I just did whatever I wanted.
Okay, well, we'll see how much knowledge I know and how much knowledge Mitch knows.
All right, go for it.
I will. Okay,
you start.
I'll start with something easy.
Okay.
Approximately, how many PlayStation 4s have been sold?
How many PlayStation
globally?
4s? 152.8 million.
That's close. It said approximately 140 million. So.
Oh well, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, he's like way on. Okay, now I'm worried. So, yikes, that was
okay.
That was way more than I thought it was.
Name at least one Nintendo IP that has been released on a different platform, not including their mobile games.
One that's on multiple platforms or all the platforms?
On a different platform that is not Nintendo.
Oh boy, that one actually is kind of tough. I bet I know it, and I just don't.
At least one. There's several.
You know, dang it, I can't think at the moment. You got me blanking.
No clue?
You got me blanking. I can't.
There's some pretty infamous ones out there, which has to do with my later question.
Oh boy.
So
I can't think of it.
Just kind of.
Yeah, I'm out. I'll tap out. You're gonna say it. I know it.
Okay, there is Mario Teaches Typing, which was released as a teaching typing program for PC.
What do you mean?
Then there were the Philips CDI games.
I have no idea what those are.
That Nintendo partnered with Philips back in the day, and it was after the Super Nintendo, and they gave them the rights to a Mario game, which was Mario Hotel, and then they gave them 3 Zelda games as well, which are infamously horrible.
Oh,
so
well, I did not know any of that. So
yes.
See, I give Mitch a nice softball question, and he just beats me with the bat. So,
all right, well, give me a hard one.
Oh, I'll go with the hard one then. What is the name of the woman Jumpman, now known as Mario, is attempting to save in the original Donkey Kong arcade
Paulina.
game? Pauline, you're wrong.
Oh! Pauline.
Get out of here.
Pauline.
Wow, that was like way. I thought you had to at least
Pauline.
think about that one. Pauline.
Yeah. Well, she's in Mario Odyssey.
Oh, she is.
She's the mayor. Come on.
I haven't gotten that far
Get
yet.
further in
I
the
haven't
game.
gotten that far yet. Okay, well,
Yeah, they brought her back.
dang.
All right. My next question is: What was the first home video game console ever released?
Whew. I know there was like the Atari 2600, or is that?
That is an Atari.
Yeah. I don't know if that's not the original though. Is it?
No.
It's before Nintendo too.
This is a hard one.
That is a hard one. I'm trying to think because it's definitely in at least the late 70s, early 80s. Oh boy, I gotta pull up the knowledge here. You're stumping me today.
These are ones I thought of myself too.
Wow, I'm like giving
I didn't
you
even Google just questions.
I'm like giving you softball questions over here. Gosh, shows how much prep I put into this episode. Boy, I mean, I'm gonna have to go probably something Atari, maybe Sega. No.
Killing me small.
I'm sorry. You're gonna say it. I might actually know what it is, and it's gonna be
Magnavox Odyssey.
I knew that. See, I did
released
know.
in 1972.
Oh,
it was pretty old.
That is old.
Yeah.
Well before my time. That is like
yes,
30 years before.
Yeah, I don't know any games that were on it, or the game that was on it. It was probably just one game, maybe 2 built in. I don't know much history about the console itself.
Pong.
I just knew that Pong was its own unit that released actually a little bit later, I believe. But I'm not sure.
Hide my question here.
Yes, hide away.
Which video game holds the record for having the highest budget ever to produce?
Ooh.
Highest
budget.
I didn't know if you would actually know this one.
I don't. I'll take a swing at it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'll take a swing at your softballs.
Yeah.
This one's more of a fastball. Highest budget. I gotta think here. I'm gonna take a guess at Grand Theft Auto 5.
You are actually correct.
Yes.
So I think the budget on that was close to $500 million.
Oh.
Or something like that.
Try to keep it under $1 billion.
And they've made $1 billion on it or more.
$1 billion plus 2.
Yes, they've made
enough that they were able to give it away for free.
Yes.
Like a few weeks ago.
Well, I don't know how they could actually tabulate that because like the game sales, but then in-game purchases on the online. Yeah. So who knows? But yeah, GTA 5, and I believe the next in line was the first Destiny.
Really? Which was kind of a flop in a lot of ways.
It was, I think, almost $500 million, but that was also on top of like advertising and stuff. Too.
Advertising, they had to do a bunch of almost remakes on that game because it didn't go as planned.
First Destiny was an interesting story. Maybe that's a story we could dive into on a special episode or something.
Yes. We can see it in our Destiny.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. And last question for me. What was the first game console with removable games?
Oh, boy.
I had to look this one up. I did not know this one.
So you did not.
I went all out. These are hard.
That is really hard. Okay, so I'm assuming early, because probably before the SNES, or the NES.
Yes.
Gosh, what was out there? I mean, there was an Atari then, a Famicom. I don't know if that was...
That's the Famicom was the Japanese original version of the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay.
And it only came out a couple of years before in Japan. So it's the same system, same games, everything.
I'm curious. Oh, boy.
So way prior to that.
This is a Magnavox thing, too?
No, not Magnavox.
Not that far back?
I've never heard of it.
Oh, well, then I'm doomed.
Yes,
I'm about to go 0 for 4 here.
Yeah. It is the Fairchild Channel F. Which everybody has one, I'm sure.
Yes. Find it at your local pawn shop, I'm
that
sure.
was technically the first one released. However, it did not do well because it was overshadowed by the release of the Atari, which made the removable game cartridges famous. Of course, the ones that pioneered and really nailed it was the Nintendo Entertainment System. Because, Atari had Asteroids and basically arcade games that they put on a home
Pac-Man,
console. But they were really not nearly as good as the arcade versions, and people were upset by that. Whereas Nintendo came out and made these awesome games for a home console. So there's some video game history for you.
All right, last question for Mitch here, and it's another Nintendo themed one, which maybe I regret doing that decision because he seems to know more than
you.
Yeah, exactly. But which character has appeared in all Mario Party games except one?
Mario? No, except one. Oh.
So he's been this character. I gave you a hint on accident there.
Don't say anything.
Been in every game except one.
He's been in every game except one. Waluigi.
Close. It's Wario. And it was Mario Party Advanced.
Oh, he was not in.
He was not in that one. So
why did they take him into that?
Such a random thing.
That is random. So, I actually had one more. I didn't put it down here, but I have one more.
Let's hear it. Wild card round. Let me redeem myself for not getting.
This is not Nintendo. This is Sony.
Okay, I might know
let's
this.
See if you know this. How did PlayStation start?
So PlayStation originally was going to do a combination with Nintendo for the Super PlayStation or something, whatever that was.
The Nintendo PlayStation.
The Nintendo PlayStation, and then I think it was like patent issues or something along those lines, but they kind of broke off, and then Sony made their own version of a console.
Yeah, Nintendo basically just stabbed Sony in the back. They had they were working together on a console, and something happened and they broke up, and Nintendo's like, you know what, we're going to go a different direction, and partnered with Philips and then Philips released the CDI.
I think the biggest difference was Nintendo was all about the cartridge. PlayStation Sony wanted to do discs. So
and there was actually a prototype. I don't know if you saw that of the Nintendo PlayStation.
Actually, just sold recently at an auction. Actually,
yeah, for like I can't remember. It was
a lot. It was a pretty massive amount of money. So it was like a prototype of this console that never existed. So, well, live recovery here. Let's see.
Oops. The Nintendo PlayStation,
$360,000.
which I actually thought it would go for more than that.
Yeah.
Considering there's only one of them.
Yeah, true. That's actually crazy. So that was kind of, I knew that story, and I actually would be interested to see what sold better at the time, the original PlayStation 1 or whatever.
It was the 64 that Nintendo ended up coming out, and the PlayStation 1 wiped the floor.
Really?
Nintendo ended up creating their biggest rival, in a way.
Yeah.
By doing that.
So, well, actually, at least a funny story. I think this all kind of culminated together. I know now we're running over time, but some history here. So it was E3, the original E3, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Sony's press conference was, was the back when it wasn't like the big showcase and stuff. Literally just talking to the press. The guy walks up. They kind of know their new console's coming out. Literally goes to the microphone, $299, and just walks off the stage. And everyone just lost it because that's all he did, and that's how they beat Nintendo. Was announce the price of the PlayStation and then walks off the stage.
It was $299?
Mm-hmm. Back in 91 or 2, around there. Yeah. Crazy stuff. The original E3. Check it out. It's kind of a funny clip.
I'll have to find that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sony definitely ended up winning that battle and has beat Nintendo with every console except the Wii. The Wii did.
Mm-hmm.
The
Wii did really
PlayStation
well.
But other than that, Sony's kind of winning there. Aside from handheld, which is a different thing.
Sony lost bad there.
So, hey,
and speaking of losing bad, I lost really bad.
You did.
I'm Nintendo in this situation.
None of those questions, except the last one. You knew the last one.
Hey,
so
at least
1 for 4.
I got you on one of them at least.
You got me on the Mario
I guess technically
Party.
2.
I said Paulina instead of Pauline, so technicality.
Okay.
Yep, I'll take that L.
You will take that L.
But if you want to give us your own trivia questions, throw them in the comments. We'd love to try and answer them and see how much we know. We promise, cross our heart, that we won't Google before we answer, because that's not how we roll. Definitely look forward to our next videos. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing these videos, and share to help us get more views as well. We look forward to seeing you in the future, and thanks for stopping by.
See ya.